And Sean's got another one on.
Keep fighting, keep fighting. Ooh, that's a good one. That's a good one. What is up, True X fam? Today we're going to be doing a review video because those videos you guys seem to like, and you know, it's kind of really soggy and rainy here in Oregon, and I do not yet have the ability to get my resident tag, so hunting and fishing is extra expensive. You have to be a resident of Oregon for 6 months before you can get those tags, so I figured, hey, let's do some gear review. And one of the things that every outdoorsman knows that they need is a sharp knife, right? And so we're always looking for ways that make sharpening our knives and other utensils more efficient and really done better, you know? And I'm sure you guys have seen this product all over TikTok, all over YouTube, all over Facebook, and it is called the Tumbler, okay? The Tumbler knife sharpener. And I was intrigued, so I was like, you know what? Let's see if it's worth anything. So here it is. This is the Tumbler knife sharpener. You know, it comes in this fancy box. It's really nice box here, and it's got, you guys can see, it's got little spots for it and everything else, you know. And this is what the Tumbler looks like. It has a 20-degree angle and it has a 15-degree angle, right? And then you've got your sharpener, which is the coarse side, and then the honing side here, and it just kind of rolls across. So I was really excited about this product. I thought it was going to be a great product and really wanted to know, so I went out and actually, my wife got it for me. I think it was for Christmas. And so she's like, yeah, let's get it. You want this. This is your Christmas present, and it's great, okay? So I was like, okay, awesome. It came in. It was quick to come in. They do contact you a lot because their whole thing is about trying to get those reviews and everything. Now, I will say one thing did make me hesitant before buying this. And that one thing was they kind of had an underhanded tactic where they would show you like traditional sharpening and they would do it terribly, and then they'd show theirs and do it well. And one thing that you'll notice is oftentimes in their advertisements, they're using kitchen knives, even though they say it works on all kinds of knives, big or small and all those things. And yes, you can use a bigger knife by elevating the roller, but I'm here to tell you, you know, maybe this is a little spoiler alert, but it's really not that effective on anything but kitchen knives. And so let me show you what I'm talking about here. Let's go to this real quick. So one of the things that I've noticed is it works really well on kitchen knives, okay? Kitchen knives seems to be its wheelhouse. That's what this is made for. I'm not gonna lie, I was super disappointed about this. So like I said, it's a 15-degree side and a 20-degree side. Pretty sure I went with the 15-degree side on this. And basically what you do, the whole premise by this is you take your coarse side, your coarse grip, and you place it on there, and you kind of, the magnet's not really strong enough to do what you're hoping for. And so you just kind of run this along, and this is how you create your edge. Now I did use this before on this knife, and it did work. So let's put it that way. All right, so I'm gonna switch over and I'm gonna do the honing here. But keep in mind, I'm having to like hold my hand on it so it doesn't flop off. So in their videos, they show this really super simple process where you don't have to do a whole lot of sharpening, and it works really fast. And here's the thing, it does take longer than they show. And this is just, now I didn't strop it or anything, this is gonna be just with just that, you know, doing that process. It's got a good sharpness. I can get it better. I use my leather coat and I kind of use that as a strop, and I can get it probably quite a bit better. Will it shave hair? And it shaves hair. Okay, so kitchen knives works phenomenal on it. It works, I mean, you gotta do a little bit more effort than what they claim that you have to do, but it does work on kitchen knives. So What about other knives? And this is really where I started to find that this tool was not going to work for me, okay? My favorite pocket knife that I've ever bought, I found, was this buck knife. It's a folder. I just really like it. It's sturdy. It's got a really cool profile. Works great. I've used it for just about everything, right? And one problem though is the fact that profile, that shape, is an awkward shape. It's an awkward profile. And so what happens when I put this on here, okay, now you can see, I have to move it back so the blade kind of hits right at the edge there because you don't want it to go any further than that. And actually, I don't know if you guys can see this, but there's a gap up here because of the way that the blade is ground. And so you can't really get that. I mean, it is giving you the angle, I believe, but what happens is, and I've already done this to this knife, and it practically ruined it, because this knife is not sharp at all. I need to go to the store. When we moved, I lost most of my stuff. I need to go to the store and actually get a legitimate diamond sharpener where I can actually, you know, do the full motion and do it properly, and I can get that back to a razor's edge. All right, and so then I tried this knife, and I was like, okay, this is a little bit more easy profile. This is a little bit more standard, you know. And the problem with this is if you look at it, when it's down there, it goes below the magnet. And you think, okay, that's not a big deal. You just raise it up, right? Yep, okay, so you just raise it up, and look what happens here. So I raise it up, and it does fit, and you don't have this huge gap or anything. Well, you do, though. Look, you can push it. But it's still got that, and I can kind of work this, but the moment I start trying to really work, you see what happened? It just slipped right down. So what ended up happening is you can't really use it because once this slips underneath there, that magnet's just not strong enough to hold it. So any knives that are smaller, once it slips underneath there, all it's going to be doing is pushing up against the magnet there and kind of pushing against that magnet. And I mean, you've got the same problem with a fillet knife. You know, you've got you put that, I believe, on the 20 degree side here, and you'd have to lift it up, right? And so how do you end up doing it? Well, you have to try to figure out some funky way to, you know, hold it just right with your finger. And I can show you better with this. So you're trying to hold it just right with your fingers as you're rolling it, and your finger gets in the way. So you're probably thinking, okay, so it does work, but it doesn't, and that's absolutely the truth. The Tumbler should not be marketed to an outdoorsman. It just shouldn't be. The knives that we in the outdoors use are too varied. They have too many different profiles. They have too many different shapes and sizes and everything else to work with this. This is more of a one-size-fits-all kitchen knife utensil. And it really, I mean, really it boils down to needs to be like your standard kitchen knife, that sort of thing. Not, I mean, even if, you know, then this one works too. That, you know, a nice Santoku blade like that, cleaver style. I mean, that works just fine. You know, it sets down, and the thing that's so important when you do this, and come on in, is the knife needs to be able to sit on the surface that the angle holder sits on, whatever you want to call it, right? Because then you got it, then you can do it, and it gives you enough support. You might have to push on against it so it doesn't move much, and so your hand's still involved, but you can actually sharpen it, and it actually works. So, good concept. I would say relatively poorly executed, especially for the price that they charge. I mean, these things, I believe, it was 60 to 80 bucks, something like that. And honestly, for the price, you're better off just going and getting a diamond sharpener that you do it the old-fashioned way, and it works, and it's done, and then you can strop it really quick, and you have basically a razor's edge anyways. And is there a learning curve to that? There is. This is something that takes away the learning curve. And I kind of like that idea. That's why I wanted to try it. But it definitely does not execute as it is advertised, and it does not execute it as I had hoped. That being said, if all you want to do is get your kitchen knives sharp, like your butcher knife and your cleaver or Santoku or whatever, phenomenal. It works great. You put it on the 15 degree angle side, you run it across, you know, and if it's too tall, you can, in fact, use a book to elevate that that roller thing, so that way you can get to the edge. That works just fine. But overall, this is a kitchen sharpener. kitchen knife sharpener and not an all knife sharpener like they advertise it. So if you're looking for a kitchen knife sharpener that takes away a lot of the guesswork, yeah, go ahead and get it. It works. If you're looking for an outdoor knife sharpener, something that can sharpen, you know, even like small machetes or camp knives or pocket knives or fillet knives or any of those other kinds of knives, this is not what you want. So given how they advertise it, given what they've said, what is my rating for this? And you know, we do a 1 to 10 rating. I was really disappointed with this product, and so I think I'd have to go with a 4.3. 4.3 is the rating for the Tumbler, the TikTok knife sharpener that they advertise all the time. So yeah, I hope you watched this video before you went out and purchased this. I hope that it's informative, and I hope you guys are protected from kind of some of the underhanded advertising techniques that they use. My dogs are running around like crazy right now. That you're protected from some of the underhanded advertising techniques that they use and some of the claims that they make, because they are absolutely not true. It will make a kitchen knife sharp. That's about it. So, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. We have other review videos that you can watch, and you know, please do the whole like and subscribe thing. We greatly appreciate it, and I guess until next time, God bless.
If you liked today's video, please like and subscribe so that you don't miss out on all the new content that we post regularly. Also, if you would like to see more from Truax Outdoors, check out our channel where we have playlists with hundreds of other videos like this one. And as always, until next time, God bless.